In this time of spiritual news, I have a confession to make. I know that you can't go to confession over telephones, but I can go to confession to you. So I'm going to confess. I made a mistake and I misled you. On Easter Day, I told you I saw a possum, but today, as I walked on the route I usually take, there, about 4 feet away from where I saw the possum, was a dead white cat. It takes a lot of humility to tell you I was wrong. Not a lot, because I'm often wrong. But I was sincere. I thought I saw a possum. I just was wrong. Being sincere isn't a guarantee that you're right. There's a zone in Lebanon. It doesn't exist anymore because it was during the Civil War, called the Green Zone. It was a no man's land between the Muslim section and the Christian section in the city, which had lived together in peace for, let's say, almost 1,000 years. And then Civil War developed, and if you walked into the Green Zone, you were a target for both the Muslims and the Christians because they didn't know who you were. It's a land that in the spiritual life doesn't exist. Most of us live in the Green Zone. We think we're in another land and we think it's real, just as I thought the possum was real. Many people say to me, I'm a recovering Catholic. I'm spiritual, not religious. And I say to them, the devil is spiritual, completely spiritual. He's just not religious. He doesn't follow God. There is no middle land between the kingdom of God and the kingdom of Satan. Either you're a follower of God or a follower of Satan. People enter the Green Zone weren't less Muslim or Christian because they entered the Green Zone. They just were in a land that was filled with more danger. Think about it. If you're not a follower of Jesus and you're not striving to follow him, you're not recovering from anything. People who have addictions tell you some people are in recovery and some people never recover. You know you're in recovery because they're doing things that bring about their recovery. Doesn't mean they're completely cured. Like the people with this coronavirus, they don't know they're carriers, but they're still carriers. The social distancing only protects us from the germs of the virus. When you scream and yell in your anger, do you social distance or do your children hear you scream and yell? When you have your horny thoughts or your uh, covetous thoughts, do you social distance and make sure that no one is contaminated by the evil that comes out of your heart or out of your mind? No, we only worry about spreading germs, but those germs kill the soul. Be careful. A lot of times we think we see a possum, but it's really just a dead cat.